that the internship went really well. Great team leaders and great interns. It was a really good internship here in Calgary.
My highlight from 2024 was watching the interns grow in their apologetics, being able to talk to people about abortion and actually see people's minds changed every single day.
So the past few years has been a concerted effort on a municipal level to censor the pro-life message, to ban abortion victim photography, and it's been really heartening in the last year to see some of those bylaws going down before they can even be passed or being repealed altogether.
One of the most rewarding things of this past year was going on our Florida trip this past February.
The highlight for me of 2024 has been working with passionate pro-life activists across Canada and beyond, whether that's our interns in the Mississauga office or Protect Life Michigan's interns or volunteers in Atlantic Canada bringing the End the Killing message to their provinces for the first time.
Looking back at 2024, I am thrilled to remember fondly our return internship. It's something that we're able to do here in Calgary.
My highlight of 2024 is definitely when we had the chance to go to Victoria, where we did activism, and I also had the great privilege to interview and speak with Mary Wagner.
And the highlight for me in 2024 was being able to work with the Western staff from Calgary and also the interns when they came to Vancouver. And they helped us do a lot of activism downtown and lots of postcarding. We reached tons and tons of people that week.
A highlight for me was Amendment 4 failing in Florida, albeit by a very narrow margin. I was honored to have played a minuscule role, just in the sense that I booked the flights for colleagues to be able to go to Florida and help with canvassing efforts there.
A highlight of 2024 was experiencing the incredible generosity of our hosts when we were on trips.
A highlight of 2024 was finishing my book with Micah Rosendahl and having it published.
This year, we started several new groups, and I got to be a part of activism with these groups in Barrie, in York, in Durham, and the volunteers here are just so enthusiastic and excited to make a difference in their hometowns, and these are new groups that are starting, and so they know that they're reaching their neighbors for the first time.
A highlight for me this year was the growth of CCBR in the Ottawa-Montreal area.
One of my favorite things about this year was a conversation that I had with two students outside of a high school. Both of them started off by telling me that they were pro-choice and that they thought abortion was okay. And then after a long conversation, we talked about pretty much anything they could think of. They finally agreed that abortion would never be okay. And then they asked me, okay, so what is expected of me? And I was able to share some action items that they were able to do now that they were pro-life themselves, so that they could encourage those around them with the truth about what abortion is and what it does to a preborn child.
Probably my favorite part of the year was helping to organize an activism blitz that we did across the country. We had people in BC, Alberta, Manitoba, and Ontario in multiple places. We had them in Toronto, Greater Toronto area, and then also in the Ottawa area. The whole team working together on the same day. We often do activism throughout the summer, but then to do it as one unit across Canada on a single day and able to share updates with each other was really exciting.
One of my highlights from 2024 was team leading for CCBI's summer internship in Toronto. I enjoyed leading activism almost every day of the week and helping the interns learn the apologetics and become more comfortable using them on the streets.
One thing that really stands out to me at year end is the outcomes of our leadership training that we offered in our Calgary office in July. We had 3 new and developing emerging leaders in the pro-life movement come to Calgary to learn not only how to improve their apologetic skills, but to develop the skills to lead effective End the Killing outreach.
That would definitely be the ending of our 2024 summer internship, when I could just appreciate that the cause of the preborn is not a lost cause, because every year we have another group of young people who join our internship, who step up and demonstrate, tell the story that there are still young people who are acting, there are still people willing to stand up and make a difference.
I love getting to know all the interns and mentoring them throughout the summer.
My highlight for 2024 was having the biggest pro-life internship that CCBR has ever had, and I believe the largest pro-life internship that has ever been hosted in Canada, reaching millions of Canadians this year with the truth about abortion.
The City of London and Ontario dropping their efforts to restrict pro-life freedom of expression by introducing legislation to keep us off the roads. So it's great that they've dropped that.
One of my many highlights from 2024 here in Manitoba was putting on the Winnipeg Pro-Life Boot Camp.
One of my highlights of 2024 was watching the growth of the movement, and I especially enjoyed watching that at our Florida Abortion Awareness Project back in February.
A favorite project of mine that I've had the privilege of initiating in this past year is Kingston Against Abortion, one of the newest pro-life outreach groups in Ontario.
The highlight of my year was bringing CCBR's tried and true summer internship program, a program that we run out in Calgary and out in Toronto every single summer, bringing that to the city of Winnipeg to make an impact for the babies.
A highlight for me this year was the Pro-Life Action Conference, being able to help organize an event that is collaborative and brings together all arms of the pro-life movement and passionate pro-lifers together.
A highlight for me in 2024 was the publication of A Mom's Guide for Raising Pro-Life Kids, which I had the privilege of co-authoring together with my colleague and friend, Charmaine Van Maren.
Seeing so many people apply to join staff with CCBR, we have had a record number of people this fall who are fundraising to work with us in full-time capacities across the country.
Maybe a month ago in Ottawa, we had the highest number of volunteers come and join for postcarding and trishing. I think we were 6 or 7 people.
A highlight for me in 2024 was going down to the small town of Edson, along with over 20 pro-life volunteers, just knocking on doors and talking to people, and we had great conversations. A lot of minds were changed, and I was just pleased with the receptiveness of the people and the fact that we could take over a small town.
My highlight for 2024 was definitely how many applicants we got for the 2024 Florida Abortion Awareness Project. At the end of the day, when all the applicants were in, we had 86 people apply. So yes, we definitely had to waitlist people.
Okay, I find it hard to think of one highlight for 2024 because I think for me it comes down to about 100 small moments. It is the woman who was guilt-ridden for the last 30 years because she had taken the abortion pill, and I was just able to speak forgiveness and hope into her life. Or the young man who walked by our display and didn't say anything but came back 20 minutes later to say that the pictures changed his mind. It's our host in Florida who didn't know that we were arriving until 15 minutes beforehand but still put us up.
My highlight for 2024 is working with the best and the brightest in the pro-life movement, the best team, volunteers, supporter, and board. And a few of them are with me here tonight.